Hi everyone, I'm Anissa with This and That. Today I'm going to show a little tutorial about how to do an aged chalk finish on your walls. And this is good to use for walls that are in really bad shape. This had wallpaper on the entryway and it had been up for over 10 years. And when we took it down, the walls were in such bad condition that we're either going to replace them, we're going to shiplap them, or find another technique. And I decided to use chalk paint on them because that's what I do on furniture when it's in really bad condition. So we are going to go with a very aged, kind of like a lime wash look. This is kind of a cheaper version to how to do it rather than buying the actual lime wash. My inspiration is Pure and Original's fresco paint, but without seeing it in person, I can't really tell what color I wanted to order. So I've been sitting around looking at their website for weeks while this was just sitting here ready and prepped. And I just decided one day I'm just going to grab some colors and get started and try to give it my own look with chalk paint. So I'm kind of going X strokes, so it's not real. I already have. All right, round 2. I'm using Faux milk paint. Like I said earlier, I just use what's available to me. I am in a small town in Kansas. I don't have a whole lot that's available to me. I'm not driving all over. I've got 4 kids, boys. They're not fun to take into places. So what I'm going to use on top of this Devon green is I'm going to spray it. I'm going to spritz the whole wall very lightly. And I'm going to take the milk paint. You can water it down if you want. If you're doing a bigger area, I would, just so you didn't have to use as much. And then you're just going to paint this on. And it's okay if the green is still a little bit wet, the base coat, because it's just going to help it blend better. Doesn't have to be, but it's not going to hurt it. And so you just keep it wet the whole time. Then you get a big chunk on there. I'm going to make it a little bit more. And then I use my blending with paper towels. So I don't have any fancy, $50 brushes. I use $3 brushes from Aldi's for my painting. And then I do most of my blending with paper towels. If the paper towel starts to come off, then you're not using a good enough brand. Find something else. You can go back through with your brush, just blend, add water, and you can just keep adding water. The more water you add, the more of the base coat you're going to see that's going to pull through. And so say I want more here, I'm going to make that a little bit more wet there. So you can get more of that base coat kind of coming through. And see if I can get a better angle here. I'm not real good with these videos. Like I said, I don't do this. I don't do it for a reason. I'm not good at it. And then I've got a friend that's wanting to do this technique. And so I promised her I'd get a little video, and I figured maybe more of you guys would like it too. So let's just make a whole deal out of this. You can't judge the orange trim. That's going to be replaced. So I'll show you the whole room here real quick. It's pretty little. You can see I don't have it all. The back wall there's going to stay white, and I'm going to have a little bench in there. I love this color of teal with this flooring that my sister and I put in. That was fun. Not good for the relationship. She's my twin. We do everything together, including home improvements. You really want the milk paint, see if you can find this here, to really get into those little spots where the walls are crap. I'm trying to get this set back up here. So you can see that big streak there. But you just work your way up. You can start upward, move your way down. I don't really care. Like, I haven't found, obviously when the water falls, like it's going to come downward. And so if you want to start up tall, that'll work too. But if you work quick enough, it won't matter. So I'll show you guys this when it dries. Let me see if I can get this to flip around. No. No. Huh, I'll just have to do this. Okay. So there you can see just the plain Devon green. Devon green with milk paint. And I'll show you it when it's dried. We still have one more step, and it is going to be Valspar's Lime Wash Glaze. All right, this is what it looks like now with just the milk paint and the chalk paint. It's really smooth, velvety looking. I love it as it is. It's very tempting to leave it, but I know I'm gonna like the lime wash on it. And so, like I said, step 3, Valspar's Lime Wash Glaze. And here we go. See if I can get it lower. Might get a little loud. I've got a teething baby. Say hi, teething baby. And he's not happy. So I'll do what I can here. And so I'm just gonna brush it on. This step, I would definitely make sure the wall is dry, completely dry. You can go X motions here, just whatever to blend it. You can go straight up and down. What I would do is look on Pure and Originals page or go to Pinterest and look up lime wash and see if there is one that you like. Some of them are really streaky and look really pretty. Others are more of a cross motion with the blending. And we're just going to do this over all the walls. I don't water this one down at all. And it looks completely different when it's dry, so you just have to kind of trust the process. Definitely blend out all of that where I put it down originally. You can also blot some off on a brush. And all of the texture from the wallpaper, if you can see this, all the little areas that just really didn't get fixed look really good popped right here. Like, so instead of making it where you see all these imperfections or having to go over it with more wallpaper, you can enhance the bad spots, make the bad spots look pretty by giving it this aged look. Give it a purpose. That is what I do with my furniture. And those are always my favorite pieces, the ones that you can have the most fun with. And you're just gonna work your way up or down, whatever. You come back through. Sometimes it's good to step back, see what it's gonna look like from the other room. Make sure that there's no real spots that you dislike. And you can always come back in later and add a little bit more if you want to of the other colors. Like, you can do some touch-ups of spots. Say this spot I can't get blended out. I can come back in, do a little bit more of the milk paint, and then lime wash over that area and blend it out. It's not a big deal if you mess up. It's not perfect. Doesn't need to be perfect. And so I will update y'all with the picture once I have this section done, so you can see what the rest of the room's going to look like when it's all done. I just did this one section so I could get this video out to my friend who's wanting to get it done. And that's pretty much going to be it. Just lots of blending, lots of going back and forth over and working those white spots out. Here's the finished wall. I love it. I have the lime wash really heavy on the bottom, and in the corners I kind of left it off where that Devon gray or Devon green kind of shows through more. The variation's what's gonna make it look old. You don't have to make it look this old. It can be a lot more blended. But this was just the look I wanted for our small space in here. I've got the rest to do, and I'll update you guys with the picture when it's all complete. But probably not before the trim's done. I have to figure out what to do with the trim. Any suggestions? Either going to paint it white or stain. I can't decide.